Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Orange Sheep Plays here. What is this? It's a map I spent the past 30 minutes making and it probably sucks. But hey, who cares? Look at this is cool. And in this video, we're gonna do a history scenario. Yeah, heavily inspired by Addy's Pro. Go check him out, link in description and comments. Let's get into it. So if you haven't noticed, literally all this is not even taken because this is colonial times. And see, you got oceans and stuff. And some of the first settlers are actually going to start finding this place after a guy named Jerry found the place. And first off, it's going to be, yes, Flogan, yeah. I've named every single nation, and it's going to discover more lands over here as landings are made onto the uninhabited islands, and one is even fully taken with landings on the others. Of course, everybody else hears about this and is like, what? There's more? It's a new world. And as there are now landings in all these islands, they find something. Natives, but who cares about that? Money. Resources. Yeah, there's natives, but really, who cares about that? And with this, other powers decide they want land too. And first off, what is it? Great Nords? Yes, Great Nords. Nord. Starts making colonies here with the Great Nords gaining quite a bit of wealth. And with this, more powers start sending funding to go make landings. With the Tombarian Empire, or whatever, is it an empire? No, Kingdom of Tombaria starts to take over the Gulf of Bob. Yes, it's the Gulf of Bob. With these landings, come landings on the other side, and already Tombarian Kingdom is already just becoming the number one in the colonial world, with the Flogans becoming second. And who cares about Norda, because Norda is just lame. And Bontolan is practically neutral because they're just going to get encircled by enemy navies. Yeah, surprising they're still alive. Meanwhile, the Rota see this as an opportunity as well, making landings on some islands. Ignore that, since they have coastline, and literally everybody else is pissed that doesn't have coast around here because they need money. They want money from this. Luckily, over here, you see this? This is a empire, the biggest of them all. Yes, the Ruka Empire. Ruka, not Russian. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. They think of maybe going around to the other side, but while doing so, they find land here, another undiscovered continent. What? Yep, another undiscovered continent. Pretty much, it's not much here, but something, and they get colonial holdings. With news of this spreading rapidly, because dude, it's a whole continent. In real life, literally nobody cared unless there was something with money. Others started making landings too. And as practically everybody was getting colonial holdings somewhere, this started to become a concern to everybody, because what happens when somebody wants land and colonial holdings from somebody else? Oh, this kind of happens in a bit, because we have Republic of Schaffland. Yes, I named it myself because it's my special little nation that sucks at taking over the world. It's But it finds more islands down here, trying to go sail around here while gaining the storm. And as they then actually get to where they wanted to go, their neighbor up north that literally hates them, because look at this, they literally split an island, they hate each other. Besides, we're gonna go make a port next to our good old bud, literally everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Here, port. Down here, not really a port. Over here, just taking this island to annoy him. So now there's already tensions growing. And this doesn't get any better, because good old rivals Flogan and Tomberian just want naval superiority. Because hey, if you get that, you own the world pretty much. The British know that. 25% of the world. But Tomberians continue getting more and more colonial holdings, while the Flogans get more over here and start taking over literal islands. And that kind of like continents, Greenland, I guess. I don't know. This whole island falls to them. And, you know, the natives are having a great time right now. You know, congrats to the natives. And with more of this, practically everybody that's landlocked or can't really go too far are really pissed right now. And then the Bontolan, Bontola, whatever. It decides now it wants to get colonial holdings, and colonial holdings gets as it makes small little landings along the coast. But literally everybody loves and hates this island. There are like tons of people that want it to exist and tons that don't, because naval, if they can be buddies with it, naval. If it can just take it, naval. And their neighbors are either really happy or pissed. So at this point, there's about to be a big major war. Isn't that exciting? And a big major war there is, as Mera decides to go and invade. But they have something on their side here. The island, yes, the island. We're gonna call it the island, in fact. Yeah, as landings are made, there's massive militarization on the border. As the coastal republic of Bana decides it's time to invade, as they launch a surprise attack. This is for invading that dumb island, dum-dum. Yeah, that's what they said to each other. Real life words. Yes. I witnessed it myself. Yeah. While there are still some advancements, they massively slowed down because now there are troops not needed here. But it keeps on failing as there's now a spearhead attack over here, and this really sucks because the capital is around here somewhere. At this point, there is massive withdrawal of troops from the island, as then oh no, a big giant storm comes and they're all screwed. At this point, there's no choice but to surrender, and they decide now it's time for a peace deal. Let's check it out. So as you see, the Bonaltons, they get a little bit here in the what the hell was it? Bana gets more land over here. It's before over here, now it's there. So this really sucks here because now they just got humiliated, and their neighbor over here, Rosa, something like that, just wants to invade, you know? Yeah. So now tensions have massively grown, as there are still massively grown colonial holdings, and Logan decides it's time to hold a meeting of how we are going to split the known universe. Yes, the universe, for goodness sakes. And so they come up with a plan. Practically, in simple terms, the Flogans, of course, they're going to get lands. They're going to get lands over... What's that? What? They get lands over here and just around there. And they get these islands because they're cool. This thing here, they get some land over here. Tombaria, they don't want them to get much land, so they just get this and some land over here. Pisses them off, but still quite a bit of land. Sheepland gets these. Fight with. They literally just said, go fight with them. That's your problem. Not gonna lie, screw you. I don't care. Up here is gonna be literally who cares, and that's kind of how it's gonna be. And Bolton can get some land over here and stuff, and yeah, some people decide to actually follow it, like Flogan, because they made it, because they kind of made it themselves because it's supposed to benefit them as they start to make major advancements over here. Yes, wow, look at that, major, as the native people are so excited, totally, and practically half the island is taken over, as small landings are made along the coast over here, and they meet up to buddies. and just kind of get their own border. Yeah. At this point, Flogan has gotten their claims and is done and makes final borders as they then conquer the rest of the island. So yeah. Meanwhile, the little industrialized superpower here that isn't Russia or, well, I mean, not Russia, it's not Russia, it's not a copy of Russia. Ruka, see, that's completely different, totally not similar, yeah. Just, these guys, they're the economical powerhouse. This is a dumb island, this is a person that hates dumb island, this is another dumb island, everybody else either loves or hates it, and then this is an island everybody wants. Cool, right? It's just in simplified terms. As what? I just gotta fix something. So yeah, then the Tombarians decide it's time to go send our navy. As the navy arrives with more and more supplies, the growing empire, the Tombarian Empire, technically at this point is an empire. Look at it, my bro. It's not ruled by an empire, it's ruled by a king. As there are massive landings, and these are so big they kind of go against the whole pact that the Flogans had, and they're like, dude, we didn't say you could do this, as they even go up into this, which the small nation here kind of just listened and decided to get their claims, but didn't take them in time, you see? And now this growing empire is making more and more colonies while everybody else is kind of just doing their own thing, you know? And the small little island having won that war can just now go send their monies over here, and booyah, they just split the island in half. And at this point, that treaty didn't even matter. Some follow it, others don't. This is complicated, but yeah, the Falklands are about to start World War I at this point. But the dudes here are just getting bossed around and are like, okay, we'll just change our claims. So they change it and they go take it. As they then take over their claims new claims they have, the Tombarians literally do not care and still pretty much try and take over everything. At this point, they're just the number one superpower, as their navy still continues to arrive. It's not the best navy in the world, but it's allowing them to make major advancements, as the Flogans have the best navy, yet they don't want to use it right now. They take over the whole world. They kind of want to balance the power, but literally, the Tombarians do not care. They're the freaking Spanish Empire at this point, I don't know. But they're getting filthy rich off this, and everybody hates it, as they now take another major gulf. It's just killing them. But it's really easy to take land sometimes. I mean, sometimes. If you're powerful, yes. But to maintain it is a whole nother story. Okay? As some of these people are actually slowing down, nations, and taking their time to take it. Make it part of theirs, official. The Iberians don't care and are just taking it. They're dying on the inside. Keep this in mind. But that's only going to affect them later. And Republic Schaffland, that is going amazing. Except for the fact there's that dumb neighbor that is just annoying them. For example, they're about to go take over the island. No, they're going to stop it. They're going to take over all these islands. There's not much an enemy can do. Yeah. But with over there, guess what? This little dum-dum, bomb. What? No, I mean, bomb just takes over that. And so things just suck, as now they go take over this whole island and gives them more power there. And so just outright annoying being annoying at this point. This whole continent over here, that's too big. This whole continent over here is just kind of hard to take over because there's not many crazy coastal regions, just the main coast and then a big chunk of inland, you know. But there are gains made here. Even though the Republic of Schaffland doesn't focus too much here, there are also gains made here. And the two try and come to a deal where the Republic of Schaffland is being very kind and offering a lot of land, and the annoyance actually accepts it because it helps them so much. But in reality, they're just gonna betray them. But yeah, let's go look at that deal. The deal was made, and they both quickly occupy the lands now, as they all of a sudden became super powerful, the two. And you see, this dumb nation here that just has to be outright annoying, Yeah, the Gorgon Empire. Yes, Gorgon, bro. Yeah, I named it. And pretty much it's gonna probably betray them. They have horrible ties still. But to see this little nation here, it is having just a horrible time colonizing. But finally, after forever and spending way too much money on it, they finally make some landings. But they have a hard time. But they decide to grow ties with this nation, and in return, they actually get a treaty. And these three here actually decide we're going to go work together, and we're going to get a nice treaty of the lands. Let's look at it. Here is the treaty, and as they are quickly now know the borders, they are quickly able to mobilize and take over the lands that they know are now theirs, rightfully according to them. And normally that'd mean the whole world, but still, yeah. But now you see the world is now being slowly split up. And it's only a matter of time. So what? A war, duh. Like, what else could it be? Do you not know anything? Yeah, see this coastal nation here? It's not going to get anything. Trust me. And probably it's not going to get much. It doesn't border much. It barely has coastline here. It can barely afford to do anything. That poor guy's getting left out. But there's one thing that it is able to do. Empire! Yeah, it gets a little coastline there, and it claims it as theirs. And they, in fact, make it their official border, as they don't plan to take much more. And so they just go like that. That's theirs. Meanwhile, the Ruka. Yes, the Ruka. Yeah, it decided it wants more land, because literally everybody else does. As they start a massive expansionist movement along the coast, they decide to respect the neighbors' borders for now, and decide let's make a treaty of I keep on saying treaty, I mean charter of what the borders will be. Let's go check it out. And here it is, looking lovely. This land here is practically unclaimed, and I don't even know who's gonna take it, but this here is about to go boom boom sometime. That's huge. Meanwhile down here, the Tombarians are having okay time. They're being able to secure it for now, as some people actually come to conclusions of how to make the borders. The Tombarians, the Onatans, and the Rosas, they decide it's time for a meeting of how the borders will be. Let's go look. They come to an agreement, and these three nations, actually get their borders for how they want it. And they all wanted more, of course, but Mr. Tombarian here has their army outside the room. Sassy wassy. The Tombarians are able to quickly take this and this, but they have a lot of hard time over here. While yes, they do make lots of advancements into the land, it's just so huge, it's going to be hard to take it all right now. So they are still expanding. But then, all of a sudden, somebody wants more land. And who is that? It's the Flogans. They feel like, man, everybody else is actually getting so much more land than I anticipated. Dude, it's like all free land. Of course they're taking it. All that's there is just some random natives. They're not going to rebel at all. Like, what do you think? They have sticks and stones, dum-dum. And they decide it's time we're going to go Tombarian claims, because screw them. And they actually decided to put overlapping claims over. They decided to go put overlapping claims over that, where they take this and they also take that. And the Tombarians are clearly pissed, because at this point the Flogans are already quickly using their naval superiority along the coast and stuff to take it. So yeah, the Tombarians decide it's time to mobilize our navy as well. And as both mobilize for war, the Tombarians launch an attack on the navy station over here. Yet, like I said earlier, the Flogans have the upper hand because their navy is like a million times better. It doesn't matter, they're the Flogans, the British version of my special thingy. And they start destroying the Tombarian navy as they inch closer over here, as small landings are made along the coastline over here, which is just destroying any hope of Tombarian Empire right now. Because look at this. These landings go into full-scale invasions. As the Tombarian mainland is threatened by a small little naval landing here, the Tombarians do not surrender. They start massively recruit people that they aren't being trained, but still blood shield, like meat shields. Yeah, not blood shields. Yet the Flogans are making more and more and more landings and destroying their colonial holdings. Practically, they're just taking it over. And so, as they start to focus on the mainland, they start making more landings and more landings. As the coast is slowly being taken over, the Tombarians, which their capital is over here, by the way, decide it's time to go negotiate terms. So let's go look at the peace treaty, don't we? And now peace is made. The Tomborian Empire practically collapses. Wait, I forgot a part of the peace treaty. Fixed. There we go. Oh, no, wait. Never. There we go. I'm pretty sure I fixed now. But yeah. So the Tomborian Empire is not much of a crazy empire. It's been a kingdom of Tomboria the whole time, but still. So, pretty much. Banja got lands over here. The Suretanian Kingdom got lands here, and Great Norda, in fact, also got some lands here as well. Oh, and the Great Nords, they actually, over here, there's like land, you know. You know how the Tomborians just took all this coastline and like, oh, okay, I might as well just take away my claims, and yeah, that's just changed now. And, the Flogans decided not to just be rulers of some tiny islands and rulers of continents instead. Yes, continents. This tiny island, yeah, they just pretty much, what it was in general is just giving a lot of land to everybody else just to annoy the Barians. But Tombarians, they're going to get their revenge sometime. They now have a hatred towards these fucking islands, the Flogans, you know, the Flogans. They don't like them. And at this point, it's just, you just know, they're just gonna go cause a war. Anyways, over here, I'm just gonna call this the continent of Laboria. Yes, continent of Laboria. I haven't named these continents. If everybody here is like, so what do we do with the leftover land? So like, I don't know, because you see, these two countries here don't want to leave their buddy left out, so they get an idea. Simply, this country will give up some lands here and get more lands there, and everybody will be happy, and everybody decides to come to an agreement. And this is what they come to. Wait, I forgot something. So this is what they come to. Pretty much the Gorgons. Yes, the Gorgons. Weird name. I named it. They gave up a little bit of land here, as well as their buddies, the Landry. Yeah, gave up some land here as well. Over here. And they all everybody just split it up here. But there's just one part here. It's part of the Flogans. The Flogans are now a massive colonial empire, the #1 superpower at this point. Nobody can really stop them unless everybody works together, which is gonna be really rare because everybody hates each other. But yeah, this is the start of the colonial age. Next video, we'll start to see the rise of new powers in these new lands as independence movements start. And I would say the third video, World War, baby. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. And if you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. You really don't have to, but if you like it, please do. I'm just asking you at the end of the video because I'm not a lambo that says at the start. Like, if you somehow watch the whole video, at least please do that for me. Just a quick favor. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.